What's up, guys? This is King Yakko, and welcome back to yet another episode of Food Review. So, in today's episode, we have a can of Campbell's chicken with rice soup. So, I think I've had this when I was like a little kid or something. From what I remember, it's pretty good, but that was many years ago. So, hopefully, they haven't changed it to make it disgusting. I can see that according to the can, they have healthy requests with heart healthy substances. Hold on, focus. Okay, well, it says heart healthy substances and 0 grams of trans fat per serving. So that's pretty epic. So let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have one can, so I can't prepare this beforehand. However, because of that, you guys get this will be a very special episode of food review, and you guys will get to see the cooking process of this. So let's just jump right into that. All right, guys, as you can see, we have the soup here on the stove. Exact contents are the single can of soup, and it says to add 1 can full amount of water. So that's currently what's inside the pot. So, sorry about that. Let's go ahead and turn on the stove. Oh boy, don't you just love the sound of fire at 2:37 in the afternoon? So, a fun fact about this can, it has non-bipolar association lighting and it's recyclable. So I personally find that to be extremely epic. That means the can is very one-sided and it's not going to instantly change its opinion on me. So that's very nice. So let's see. The can also says to heat and stir occasionally. So of course, there's only one thing that we can use to stir, and of course, that's a spoon. So I guess I'll just stir. But yes, so I'll continue heating and occasionally stirring this pot full of soup, and I'll get back to you guys when it's ready to be eaten. Okay, guys, well, the camera isn't picking it up very well, but there is in fact a bit of steam coming off the soup. So I do believe that that means that it's ready. So let's go ahead and grab a bowl. It just so happens that there's one conveniently sitting over there on the table. Amazing. Alright, now we're going to serve it up with a soup ladle. Oh boy, this does not seem very epic. You'd think a soup ladle would be much better for serving soup than this, but it's quite liquidy. I'm not sure how well that's going to be for like the taste, because there seems to be a lot more liquid than actual soup ingredients in here. Not sure if I like the recipe of 1 can of soup plus 1 can of water. But we'll try it. It is in fact what the instructions said. So I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, I'll finish making my bowl of soup here, and then we'll finally eat it. Alright guys, here we are back at the oh wow, it's sticking to the plastic. Anyway, here we are back at the dinner table, and as you can now see, here's the steam that I was alluding to earlier. But yeah, so I think I'll give it a little bit to cool down and just go over the cooking process, I suppose. So yeah, as I said, the soup can did say to mix the soup with 1 can of water. It specifically said 1 can, which is, I mean, I'm assuming that means this can. I would have preferred if it used like a more traditional measuring amount, like cups or something. But that's fine, to be honest. I mean, 1 can is pretty obvious. Just fill this can with water and dump it in. So yeah, what else? As I mentioned earlier, it is a non-bipolar association can, which is pretty epic. I mean, I guess that means when I eat it, I'm not gonna die from some material inside the can. However, my soup doesn't exactly look like the soup shown in the picture. As you can see, there's a lot of substance there. Like there's the broth, and then there's a lot of like rice and chicken and carrots and stuff. But when you look at mine, all you can really see is the broth. So I did see a lot of the I did see a bit of the food in there, like the rice and stuff, while I was cooking it, but it all kind of just sunk to the bottom, so hopefully it still tastes good. Anyway, I think the soup's about ready to be eaten, so let's just jump right into it. So as you know, there's only one utensil that we can use to eat soup. Psych. Of course we're going to be using a spoon, the tried and true method to eat anything. So, let's just go ahead. Let's try and get some food. Alright, that looks like a pretty good spoonful. Mmm, that's some pretty good soup, honestly. It is a tiny bit watery, and yeah, this is a tiny bit watery, so I'm not getting much of that chicken broth flavor. So I feel like exactly 1 can of water was maybe a bit too much, even though that is in fact what it says on the instructions. But besides that, it's pretty good. I can definitely taste the rice. There's a lot of rice in here. Oh, my bad. But yes, there is in fact a lot of rice in here, and carrots. Let's see if I can get a... There we go. Got a piece of chicken to see how that tastes. So yeah, pretty good. Oh, wow. I just noticed this on the can. It's cooked with care in the USA. That's an amazing thing, actually. I really enjoy that because as you may or may not know, I in fact live in the USA. So knowing that my soup was cooked with care in the USA is actually pretty epic, not gonna lie. Anyway, back to the soup. So yeah, I'd say overall it's pretty good. Although I'm not a big fan that it's a bit watery though. I put in exactly 1 can as the instructions said, so I'm not going to place that fault on myself, of course. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty good soup. I would highly recommend it. If you're in the store and you're like, and you see Campbell's canned soup chicken with rice, you can rest assured purchasing it, knowing that it's officially King Yakko recommended. So yes, that concludes this food review. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video as much as I thoroughly enjoyed the soup. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. The only point being lost because of that it's just the tiniest bit watery, and I don't like that, to be honest. If there were more of that chicken flavor, I would definitely give it a 10 out of 10. But yeah, other than that, yes, I really enjoyed the soup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much. Yeah, be sure to leave a like, slap the subscribe button for more high quality content like this in the video in the future. I'm sorry. And I'll see you guys in the next video.